and today is June 24th, but I didn't talk yesterday, so this is my yesterday's talk. And I have two pieces of news. Don't say I have two news, because it's not right. Two pieces of news, or I have bad news and good news. I'm very sad, honestly. I'm very disappointed, and at the same time, I'm quite happy. How is this possible? How is this possible to be sad and happy at the same time? Is it possible, do you think? Well, it's possible. Or when is this possible? I think it's possible when you learn something from experience, from unpleasant experience. You learn something from unpleasant experience, so it was unpleasant. It means you're sad, you're disappointed, you're frustrated, you're angry, I don't know what to say. But at the same time, you're happy. Why you're happy? Because you learned. Now you know that mistake. You know, it's called learning from your mistakes, learning from your experience. You learned it, you got this valuable lesson. So you won't get the same problem. You won't make this same mistake. So is it good? Yeah, I think. Of course, if you really learned, if you realized it deeply, if you established this connection, deep understanding of this problem, and you never make this mistake. Never again. And this is very good, because, you know, there are lots of mistakes, and probably there are tens, hundreds mistakes waiting for me when I come to them. Waiting for me, and it's unavoidable. If you do something, you're bound to make mistakes. You're bound to face failures and face different obstacles on your way. It's impossible. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. It's supposed to be like this. You know, wherever you learn something, wherever maybe you're doing your business, maybe you're learning a language or a teaching process, or what else? What do people learn, by the way? I don't even know. You see, this is my problem. I don't really see from other people's perspective. I think that my perspective is the only perspective in this world. So I judge everything from the focus of my understanding, of my mindset. And this is not flexible. This is not a flexible way of living in this world, because there are many people with different mindsets, with different views, with different understanding, different knowledge, different experience, different attitude. And you should accept that people are different. Though people are not like you. And it's not better and worse, they're just different. This is a fact, and I have a hard time accepting this thing. No, well, you may say, well, it's obvious. How cannot you accept this? Why, are you stupid or what? Are you like retarded? No, I'm not retarded. I'm not stupid. I understand this. Well, there are people, you know, they're different people, and yeah, I know that. But inside, deep inside, I have this, you know, kind of black and white mindset. So this is my opinion and the wrong opinion. And that's what I think, that's what others think, and they're wrong. Well, it's difficult to tackle. First of all, it was difficult to realize, and everything I'm talking about, a big thanks to my friend. I won't say his name, so he knows that I'm talking about him, so thanks a lot. You helped me. You can't even imagine how much you helped me. So, you know, I can't compare it in words how much you helped me, and I think you will help me later as well, because I need help. You know, everyone needs help from time to time. At least you need some outside perspective, you know, on your actions, because, well, you need a different point of view sometimes in your life. If you're too focused from your own perspective, you look at things from your own perspective, you don't see things clearly, because people are different, as I said, and they see it differently than yourself. Okay, I got distracted a little bit. What was I talking about? Yeah, this friend, he helped me a lot to realize this problem, and I completely forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, their problem, it's unavoidable. There will be problems, and yeah, that people are different. What else? So you can avoid it. You can avoid it. And this is a part of life. This is part of life. Their mistakes, they uh, they're sad. They are they make you stressful. They make you upset. But it's part of life. And that's fine. That's fine. That's how we learn. That's how we live in this world. So what was my mistake? What was my mistake? The way I taught people and the way I taught people in my courses. I had a course called self-taught, like a self-taught, a person who learns something all by himself, or all by themselves. All by themselves. Wow, that's a confusing word. All by themselves, yeah. And I taught people how to learn English by themselves. I wanted to give them the roadmap, all the tools, all the resources, all the dictionaries, all the books, all the guides that they will ever need to learn English like a pro. So I gave them so many resources, so many tools, so many websites. I think it would overwhelm even an experienced teacher. I mean, an English teacher. It would overwhelm him or her, overwhelm them. So why did I do this? You know, I thought that's cool. I have my experience, so I want to share. I sincerely wanted to share with people all my experience. I wanted to teach them. And I had more than 200 students in this course. And you know, I never got a negative review. I never got a complaint. Well, I got some complaints about the quality of my course, so I talked a lot off topic, and there were lots of materials that wouldn't fit them. Yeah, there was some complaints, but nothing serious. All people were happy. They did their homework, they sent their answers and all of that, and I got 6 positive reviews, 5 stars each, and I was quite happy until today, when I talked to my friend and I realized, and he told me about his experience when we learned English. And you know what? It's a completely different. It's a complete surprise. It struck me like a thunderbolt between the eyes. How different it is from my experience and what I think that people think. Wow, it's like unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, well. So my idea is to teach you like the fastest way. I think that's what people are after. So to learn a language in the fastest way possible, in the most intense way possible. So that's how I learn. That's how I want to learn a language. To learn it faster, to learn it more efficiently. I don't like do stupid and inefficient things. I want to learn fast and easily. I want to use different digital tools to make it easier for me to learn, to simplify the way I learn. So, and I think that all people want to do the same. And my goal is to achieve a native-like fluency, a native-like competence in speaking and writing, in everything. No, in everything. I mean, in general, at all. So I thought this is a very ambitious goal, and you need a lot of time. You need like 10 years. Well, basically, you need 10 years or 10,000 hours. So there are different methods to calculate this. And of course, this is a rough estimation, but in general, in order to achieve a competence and excellence, let's say, in something, be it, chess playing or checkers playing or music writing or writing novels, playing in computer games, For example, playing computer games, playing video games like Fortnite or World of Warcraft. Yeah, World of Warcraft, right? So what else? Counter-Strike. Whatever people play, you need 10 years to, even in a video game, in order to be the top, the best. Not the best, but one of the best, let's say. You need 10 years of practice. 10 years. Well, that's what I want. That's what I'm after. And this is my goal, my ambitious goal, to speak like a native, to sound like a native, to have this wonderful pronunciation, to write properly, and of course to teach others like this. So this is my goal, and I thought that all people around me have the same goal. And I told them in this course, so either you have this goal and you work for this goal diligently, regularly, constantly, habitually, and whatever other fancy words you know, to do that, or you don't do anything at all. This is my approach. Yes or no, black and white. Like, what's it called? Let me remember. There was a word for that. Whatever. And that's what I taught them. And by saying this, I discourage them. I thought that I'm doing, the right thing. I'm helping them out. I teaching them the right thing. I'm opening their eyes. But I was wrong. I just destroyed, innocent souls. Innocent English souls. I destroyed. Okay. Maybe I helped some of them because there were some ambitious and motivated and very cool guys that were eager to learn, that were excited by learning whatever I gave them. So they were my best students, my stellar students, as someone can put it. Yeah, they helped them. I think they learned a lot. Basically they were writing them. They wrote a positive review for me. So they were happy and they learned a lot, and I think they made a lot of progress. But 90% of people, not only didn't they learn, but I think that I might have discouraged them. I might have stopped them from going forward. I might have killed their motivation because, well, I told them, either you learn like me, like 10 hours a day, or you don't do anything. What would they choose? I think nothing, because it's obvious they can't allocate so much time. Like, they have families. That's what I learned from my friend. There are people who have families. Fantastic. It's a surprise. Well, not everyone can sit like me at the computer all day long, staring at the screen, doing stuff. For me, it's a surprise. You know what? Because I've lived like this for so many years that I can't even imagine that someone can live differently. Having a family, having a job, like a normal 9-to-5 job. When you go out in the morning and you come home, in the evening, tired, exhausted, stressed, dog tired, and dog exhausted. And the only thing you want is to crawl to your bed and fall asleep immediately. That's what you want. Especially this these doctor fellows that I have. They worked a lot. I don't know. I think their employers are merciless. No, it's not about their employers actually. They're so sacrificing. So when they see a patient with troubles, so they do everything to help him. They would stay late. They would work every day without any day offs. They would do a bunch of things just to help people. This is their nature. This is their sacrifice, and they are sane people some way. So respect doctors, respect medicines, don't say bad things to them. And when you go to a doctor, please trust him. If you don't trust, don't go to a doctor. If you go to a doctor, trust him and follow his advice, whatever he's saying. Whatever he's saying, follow it and do it. And don't ask questions. Don't question their competence. Don't ask anything unless it's needed. Be obedient and do what you asked. This is the way to do anything, to learn anything. Have some respect to a person you go to, you come to. You come to a doctor. It's not him or not her who come to you. You come to them, so be respectful. This is what I'm talking about. And yeah, again I got distracted. So it's difficult to concentrate. Why is it so? So yeah, that's what I taught them. And I'm really sorry. This was my mistake. This was my mistake. I probably I probably would have, what's the phrase? Wow, what a crazy phrase. I wouldn't have started this course in the first place. Well, what did is what did. It's a Russian phrase, by the way. What is done is done. What is done is done. I think something like that. So I should learn from this mistake. And what I told you today is just a fraction of what really happened. And I did this a lot in my courses, in my personal lessons, my one-on-one lessons, my group lessons, on forums, like everywhere. This is all or nothing approach. All or nothing. This is my personality. This is how I was brought. This is how I was raised. So this is my personality. I'm trying to learn, trying to adapt. I'm trying to see different perspectives on the same question, the same issue, but it's still inside me, and I'm working on this problem. So that's what I taught my students. Unfortunately, and I accept my mistake. I'll try to change, to fix it. So all or nothing, no. And I decided to stop this course. I think I'll never launch it. I mean, in this way, these materials, I'll never launch it again. So for all my students who attended this course, my apologies. That's all I can do now. I hope you're most motivated still. I think if you're a motivated person, then nothing can stop you, okay? Nothing. You'll continue. You'll find a personal tutor, or you'll follow my approach. You know, you cringe your teeth, and you'll continue. You'll keep going. You'll beat this English. You'll succeed. I hope. I believe in you. Please keep going. Don't let the distraction distract you. Okay, so keep going. I think it was a good experience for you too, because even though I was harsh and very discouraging, I think I told right things. I mean, technically they were right. You need a lot of stuff. You need a lot of hours, a lot of time to learn. You see, now I'm starting this challenge. For what? For what? Do I have nothing else to do? Or do they pay me for it? Do I get paid for it? No, I don't get paid for it. My channel is not monetized and nobody's watching it anyway. I'm doing it for what? To improve my speaking English abilities. To speak better, to speak faster, to speak without mistakes. That's what I'm doing every day now. Every single day. Apart from doing other job that I'm doing all day long. Now I create my programs, videos, courses. Well, not courses, really. And I'm still practicing because it takes a lot of time to master hundreds, thousands of hours. And it's true. I'm sorry guys if it was harsh or difficult to accept, or it was discouraging, or it was ruthless, but I'm sorry. It is how it is. This is how this world works. This is how this world works. This is how this world works. I can't do anything about it. But it was my mistake that I told you, so that I told you this way, this harsh way, this hard way. This was my mistake. And I should learn you, each of you, every single one of you, a little bit differently. I should find the best approach for each of you. You know, what are your problems? What are your good points? What are your advantages and disadvantages? What can you do better? What can you do a little bit worse? So I can find an individual approach. No, this is a fancy word. Individual approach. But this is a cool thing when it's done properly, when it's a really individual approach. It's a great thing. I can encourage you, I can praise you, I can say that you're a good boy, girl, that you did this. Another thing I want to say that, yeah, this is again what my friend taught me today, that the best doesn't mean the best. Or the hardest doesn't mean the best. Yeah, let me put it this way. The hardest doesn't mean the best. Or the most efficient doesn't mean the best. Yeah, this is the word. The most efficient doesn't mean the best. That's what I thought for a long time. So, English. If you want to... I'm sorry. I'm a bit tired. No, it's a bit cold here. Yeah, that's what I thought. The most efficient approach is the best approach. No. Why not? Because for some people it simply doesn't work. They're not much motivated. They're not so ready. They're not so excited about learning. So they come to you, they know they want to learn, they need to learn, but they don't have so much motivation in them. They're not ready. They're not ready for hard work. They feel confused and shy. Maybe they have bad experience. Maybe they have bad emotions connected to the English process. Maybe they had bad grades. Maybe they were, well, maybe they were, what's the word? Confused instead of the class. In front of the class. What am I saying? In front of the class, they were, my God, what's the word? They were discouraged in front of the class, and they have this negativity to it. They're very negative. They're very fearful, scary, shy, and sad about English. Okay, in mind they want it, but deep inside, psychologically, they're afraid. And with these people, you should be very careful, very cautious, very sensitive. Because if you give them more than they need, if you force them to do hard work, you can break them. You can break these people. They, they embrace themselves. They found this last effort to come to you. So maybe this is their last attempt to try to learn English. So they got themselves together. They're doing this last effort, last attempt to learn English. And then you discourage them. You give them too much. You beat them with this hammer. You give them a punch. And you kill them. I mean, not literally, of course. Metaphorically, you kill them. You kill their last passion, their last desire, their last little desire to learn language, and you kill them. Maybe forever. So this was the last straw. So you broke camel's back, another way to put it. You broke a camel's back. So this was a last straw. A last straw. A last drop. We call it in English the last drop. So that's it. Maybe they wait for 1 month or for 2 months, you know, just to be polite, just to give it a try, and then they'll quit, and they will never come again. Not to you, not to everyone else. Imagine what a responsibility you took. What a crime you committed. What a terrible crime. You killed people's motivation. And now I really see, maybe not really, but a little bit, I started seeing the problem. I started seeing that how important it really is to treat people carefully, to be very cautious about their desires, about their problems, about their issues and bad memories and bad experiences, and to all of that. So it's better to do a little bit every day. Give them a little piece of English every day. No, praise them, motivate them. Well, read a little bit, learn a little bit, give them something simple, and be happy with them. Maybe you do this, but you keep them going. Maybe you encourage them. You will increase their motivation. You strengthen their confidence and belief in themselves. You'll do it like regularly, constantly, little by little, with this very careful kind of work. And after 2 months or 3 months, they'll become more confident. They'll stand on their feet. And after that, maybe you'll apply something more serious, something more hard, something harder, something more efficient. But versus they come to you and you hit them with the most difficult methods, the most effective methods. Let's do this, that's cool, this is a great method, let's 100 words, let's learn 100 words, 200 words. Okay guys, I know maybe you're laughing at me that I'm so stupid, because I'm not a professional teacher, and I think it's not even a problem, because, well, your specialty, your education, it's not the issue sometimes, it's not the problem. I think it's my personality mostly. It's my personality, my egocentrism, my ego. So I think about myself and I want to be the best, and I want to compete with others. I want to win the race. I want to win the race, and I'm too focused. I'm too obsessed with myself. Too obsessed. So I don't notice other people's needs. And my problem was that I didn't really realize that other people can be different. I mean, in a very deep sense of this word. You know what? You should understand me. What I mean. I mean, a very deep sense of this word. So to understand people, to act according to this notion, so that other people are different, so you act accordingly. And well, this is the way of a teacher and of a coach, a mentor. Wow, to talk to people accordingly, to talk in a way that they will understand and they will accept and to follow. No matter what, no matter how much you know, no matter how efficient and good and amazing and wonderful your methods are, if your student or your fighter, wrestler, or whatever, your student, yeah, that's the only word, doesn't accept it for any reasons. For example, he doesn't want, he can't, he's not ready, or he thinks it's difficult, or he's shy, blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter as for why he didn't do this. But if he doesn't do this, if he doesn't do what you're saying him to do, you're a bad teacher. You failed to teach him. If you failed to teach them, and this was your mistake, because this was your responsibility in the first place to teach them, and you failed, you lost their trust, you destroyed their trust, yeah. And that's a pity, and this is a sad experience. It's a bad experience to let people down. Maybe they don't realize it. And they're like, "Ah, okay." And that's even worse, because when they put this responsibility to themselves, put this blame to themselves, they think like, okay, he's a good teacher for sure, but there's probably something wrong about me. That's even worse. So I hope it was a little price for my lesson. I promise I'll be better, I'll do better, I'll learn. And now I see more value in courses. Well, I always consider those, courses like how to teach English, like meaningless, useless, because, well, they're so easy, like Captain Obvious. They teach like Captain Obvious. Well, do this. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 5 plus 5 is 10. So say this, say that, like smile, blah 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 blah. No, what a stupid course. You need to learn 1,000 words a day, learn grammar, learn 2 tenses a day, learn fast, read thousands of books, watch movies, watch TV series, watch videos, subscribe to 1,000 YouTube channels. This is the way. This is the way. This is the approach. You should follow it. But now I see the point. Now I see the point, because people are, I think that they are ninjas. They're monsters. They're maniacs, just like me. Even though I'm not a maniac, like compared to others, people I know. I'm not even a maniac. I think I'm half maniac, 50% of maniac, because I love English. I can read a lot, I can watch a lot, but not that much compared to others, but still I love it, and I never get tired of English, because I think this is my mission. This is what I'm meant for in terms of money making. This is my mission here, and I think that other peoples are the same. They are the same. They can learn English tirelessly for hours, for hours, for hours. Like, and they're as crazy as I am in learning language, but they're not. 90% of them are not. They have bills to pay. They have family. They have kids. They have 1,325 things to think about. They should fix their car. They should go to a dentist to pull out their teeth. Okay. They should they should go buy groceries, and what else? I don't even know what other people think about, you see? So yeah, I think that all people like me, like sitting down all day long learning a language. And that's why I taught them, like I would teach myself. That's what I taught them. But now I see my mistake. Now I realize that you better going slowly. You better go slowly. Yeah, you better go slowly. Yeah, there is a saying, there is a proverb. If you go slower, you'll be further. By the way, is there an equivalent in English? If you go slower, you will be further. You will be farther. So yeah, in this case, it applies perfectly. So you better go slower, go slowly, but confidently and securely, and without stopping, without losing motivation, without losing a momentum. It's better than going fast and then losing all you learned, all you gained, all you taught, losing it all at once, because you would kill their motivation, or they will be tired, or they will lose confidence, and they would lose what? Faith in themselves. That's what I'm talking about. They would lose faith in themselves. Which is which? Which is better? So yeah, thanks again to my friend who taught me this invaluable lesson. Invaluable. I think this lesson was I think it was worth the one year experience of anything in my life. 1 year, I think it was worth 1 year experience in English, so I would trade it off. And again, my apologies to those guys who I might have destroyed confidence. And I hope they'll be better off. Anyway, they learn English, they follow their dreams, they'll get to where they want to be. I hope so, because they're hard. They're good learners. This website, what I taught, people are good learners and good achievers and good doers. So I think they'll overcome it and they'll forgive me eventually. Thank you guys. It was a long talk, but now I got it off my chest. Thank you, and I see you in the next video. Bye.